So here we are walking down the hill in an undisclosed location to get a beautiful sunset, and my battery goes out in a rather difficult area to get into by four-wheel drive, cruising in the Tacoma. What I didn't consider, having a jump pack. So it's not very far out where I am, so I'm gonna hike out to where a normal vehicle can make it and have my team come out and make it in to where they can get to. Anyways, yeah, what a brilliant sunset. Not bad. I was expecting a lot more, to be honest with you. We had a lot of clouds, and I was thinking it was going to be more brilliant. But the cool thing about this sunset, you can see the various levels or layers of mountains or hills. They're not really mountains. In the back of the scene there, just you can really get some depth and perspective on distance there. So I hope you enjoy the sunset. I'm gonna hike down and pick up my battery jump pack and hike back in and hopefully get this sunset uploaded sometime today or maybe tomorrow. So always be prepared for everything, huh? Yeah, I hadn't really prepared for that. And I was being a little careless, listening to the radio. I see some deer out there. Oh wow, elks, actually. Yeah, nothing makes that racket like an elk. I was hiking up on the Mogollon Rim one time, and I was a little bit turned around and lost, and I was walking out, and I saw the reflection of eyes, a pair of eyes just looking at me. At the time, I think I only had a really small knife on me. Humans and our primitive survival weapons that we have without the use of modern technologies. Hey, there's another pair of eyes out there. But anyways, like I was saying, but the interesting thing, yeah, like when you're hiking at night, you can't really tell what's going on with our limited vision and like I said, no real weapons. I mean, humans are really, the only thing that makes us different is our intellect and our intelligence to make tools. Yeah, so we're able to make tools in order to create weapons. Our skin is extremely sensitive and very thin. I don't got much in the way of teeth, don't have claws. Our feet are useless without shoes, especially in today's world. We grow up with a pair of shoes on our feet, basically. Well, my rescue team should be on the way. I gotta make sure I got signal here. That's the other thing I thought of. Like, I can hike out, but there's an area in here where you lose signal, and if they get lost and lose signal, and you're walking down and you lose signal, well, then there's no communication between either party. So it's always good to let the other party know that when you do lose signal, just keep driving until you reach signal again, or go back to when you had a signal on your own. There's nobody out here at the moment. I watched from the hill everybody drive out. Once the universe turns the lights off, everybody tends to go home. That was really cool, catching those elk like that. It's always good practice to have rescue missions like this. Just having fun, adding a little commentary to this sunset. With these sunsets, what I want to do is create a playlist. So if you want to turn something on and see something beautiful, but not, like you're at a Christmas party and everybody's talking, but I don't know, we've always put something on the TV. Those fireplace screensavers, or they have the ocean aquarium screensavers. I thought this would be kind of a cool idea. The cool thing about animals is their eyes are reflective. You just see a pair of eyes, you don't really know what they are. He's looking directly at me too. Oh, there he goes. He's being more quiet than your elk would be. What's up, buddy? See, that's a weird thing about these things. You hope they're not bears or anything. Typically, a bear would, I think, Run away. He's got scoping me out like a coyote or something. Yeah, he might be a coyote. Not sure if he's a... I don't think he's a pack animal. Oh, there's another one right there. That's interesting. They're hanging out in the woods there. So I'm outfitted with a knife and bear spray, but... Oh, there's coyotes. Oh, there's the coyotes or raccoons, huh? I got two of them. That's good. There's not a lot of big game up here. So I know it's not a mountain lion because mountain lions don't hunt in packs. Coyotes will for safety. They're smart little suckers. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Yeah, those are pack animals right there. There are Mexican wolves though. I do know that. The Mexican wolves are a little bit larger. But as my friend was saying, and I'm not sure if I believe her that much. I guess when you're in the forest, you think different things, but they say there's never been a recorded incident of a wolf taking out an adult human. Whether I want to trust that theory or at all is another thing. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that coyotes or wolves' eyes would show up as good as elk eyes would. Making noise. That's the other thing. When you're making noise and you're walking towards something and it doesn't move, that always makes your awareness level raise a little bit. 'Cause you're like, I'm looking at something that's not scared. Seems to suggest to me that it's some kind of predator like ourselves. Well, I do have something out in the distance that's pacing me. Yeah, your awareness level starts to raise quite significantly when the sun goes down, let me tell you. You don't want to discount the fact that there could be mountain lions out here. I guess that's a possibility. But they wouldn't be in packs of 3 or 4 like these guys are doing. I like to stop every now and then, and similar to what elk and deer do. See, they have a survival instinct to stop, and that makes them more difficult to see. Interesting thing about me, I got a light strapped to the top of my head, which gives my location away relatively easily. I'm not too familiar with what that does to a predator. There he is. There's another one looking at. There's one. There's 2. There is a watering hole out here. And those aren't cows. So cows, like every other, have eyes on either side of their head. Now these things, yeah, they're just kind of strafing me on the left here. Which is interesting. Oh, there's a car up ahead. Oh wow, we're way over time here. I might have to chop up the audio if it's something that interests you, but I'm gonna stop recording and walk by this vehicle here. Oh, somebody's heading out. All right. So the car was my rescue party. So we are in good shape now. Hike back up the hill to where the truck is, and should be in good shape. There's quite a bit of wildlife out here, and it's close enough to a residential location that provides a sanctuary, if you will, for animals. So they end up, animals are smarter than most people give them credit, but when it's hunting season, when they start seeing their friends disappear and start hearing loud gunshots in their direction, they tend to go to safe zones like this. Animals are Fascinating creatures. Very intelligent. Don't really have our gifts of contemplation to the level that we do. Wow, I don't know if I can pick that up on audio, but yeah, those are coyotes. They start yelling like that. I think it means they're either fighting over what they took down, or they're notifying their crew that they just took something down. So that kind of confirms, and it's in the exact location where I saw those peering eyes. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool if I can pick that up on audio, kind of. If it comes in too good, it means they're too close for my comfort. I told my party to stay in the vehicle. So there. Unless those calls are like a call to say we're tracking something that we're going to go after, and I'm the one that they want to go after. But I don't. I'll have to do a little bit more research on coyotes and wolves. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm a flavor that they're interested in. Quite possibly something they wouldn't be used to going after. So yeah, really cool location where I spent my life is here. So we have bear, usually the smaller black bears, coyotes, like I was mentioning. Some Mexican wolves may have reached their way up this far. I'm not too sure about that. That would make things interesting here in northern Arizona. Yeah, the large game that we do have is prey, elk, although they can be rather intimidating. If they're in rut season, they'll get a little defensive and they'll charge. But generally, even in rut, they'll leave you alone. You'd have to like back them into a corner or scare them somehow. This would actually be good bear territory up on the hill here. All right, we got our next uphill ascent here, which is the steepest of them all. So thank you again for watching or listening, and hope everybody has a safe evening. And we'll try to get this most adventurous sunset out to you as soon as I can. All right. See you in paradise. See y'all in the next one.